Adhibatla Tata Boeing Aerospace Center nu Mantri KTR ప్రారంభిస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు లైవ్ చూద్దాం.
May I request Mr. Sukran Singh, Managing Director and CEO Tata Advanced Systems, to address the gathering.
Honorable Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Defence Minister of India, Sri K.T. Rao, Minister of IT, Industries, Municipal Administration and Urban Development, Government of Telangana, Mr. Ratan Tata, Chairman Emeritus Tata Sons, Ms. Liane Carrot, President and CEO of Boeing Defence, Space and Security, Mr. Kenneth Juster, U.S. Ambassador to India, representatives from the media, representatives and my colleagues from Tata and Boeing. Good morning to you all. Let me begin by welcoming you to this facility inauguration ceremony of Tata Boeing Aerospace Limited, a joint venture between Tata Advanced Systems and Boeing Defence, Space and Security for the manufacture of the fuselage for the Apache attack helicopter for export. This project is of special significance for many reasons. This is the first large Tata Boeing cooperation in defense aerospace production in India, wherein this facility will become the single source production site within 2 years from now for this US military helicopter fuselage for Boeing. And therefore, it is also a milestone project in India-US cooperation and collaboration. And by being a defense export project, it addresses Prime Minister Modi's policy for Make in India, especially based on defense exports. But to me, the most significant aspects of this project are the following three. First, this is a deep Make in India project, where we literally start with the aluminum raw material on one end and chisel out the Apache fuselage helicopter from the other end. More than 80% of the 2,200 parts for the product will be made in India. Second, that while Boeing has given the order and without which this project would not have happened, it is our other Tata companies spread in this large Tata Aerostructures complex that employs today almost 1,800 people and supports almost 100 SMEs that has provided the initial trained manpower and the startup experienced management for this venture. Our Tata ability to support such new ventures is because we started early, almost 10 years ago. And if I may, it was Mr. Ratan Tata who initiated and helped start all these projects 10 years ago when he had the vision to see ahead and believe that India could become a globally competitive aerospace export hub at a time when no one else was thinking of this, and that the capabilities thus developed would be world-class and available for the Indian Ministry of Defence requirements as and when these arise. As a result of that early thinking, we are today building the body of a full fixed-wing aircraft for export in tassel, ma'am, if I may, across the road. And we are well trained to extend that to building and integrating a full flyaway helicopter or aeroplane as and when the need arises. We are honored to have everyone who's on the dais today with us, and we are especially honored to have you, Mr. Tata, here with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. Pratyush Kumar, President Boeing India, to kindly address the gathering and share his thoughts on this occasion.
The Honorable Minister of Defence, the Honorable Minister of IT, for State of Telangana, Mr. Tata, the US Ambassador to India, leader of Boeing Defense, Ms. Leanne Carrett, my friends from Tata, Sukaran, Banmali, others, team members from Tata and Boeing, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a big milestone in a journey that started many years ago with a conversation I had a good fortune to have with Mr. Tata. He encouraged us and he relayed a story that he travels to Mesa to maintain his currency on his helicopter certificate. That's where these Apaches are made. Wouldn't it be great if Boeing and Tata can together create an ecosystem for aerospace and defense using that platform? Mr. Tata, today is a realization of that conversation. Thank you very much for that inspiration. It's also a milestone day, a conversation that I had with Leanne several years ago, where I said, Leanne, it's not only our strategy to sell the best of Boeing to India, which we will, to build the capabilities of Indian Defense Services, to give them an unmatched lethal power with world's most powerful attack helicopter like Apache. But also, Leanne, it's our strategy to bring the best of India to Boeing. And today, we're bringing the best of India to Boeing. We're bringing a capability which just yesterday, in the DCMA audit, which is the audit done by our customer, US Army, found 0 defect. Congratulations to Team Tata and Boeing. This is the journey from a world-class ecosystem we have in India for automotive, which by the way works at the gold standard of 6 Sigma, which by definition accepts a few defects per parts per million, to a 0 defect manufacturing of aerospace and defense. And this venture is leading the way, is demonstrating the world that India can not only be fully integrated in global supply chain of aerospace and defense, but it can indeed lead the way. We get things first time right. So this is just a milestone. We think it's an important milestone, but indeed a milestone for a lot of good things to come in future. Mr. Tata's vision is to build full systems, integrate avionics, electronics, to really bring the full life to a platform. Mr. Tata, we promise you that together we will get there very quickly. Thank you for being here. And most importantly, Madam Defense Minister, your presence here is a huge sign of encouragement to all of us who want to invest in this critical industry to build capability. Thank you for your support and thank you for your guidance to carry on the work forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Mr. Banmali Agrawala, President, Infrastructure, Defense and Aerospace, Tata Sons, to please share his thoughts with us.
Honorable Raksha Mantri, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman, Honorable Minister Government of Telangana, Mr. KTR Ramarao, Mr. Ratan Tata, Chairman Emeritus, Ms. Leanne, the CEO of Boeing Defense, Mr. Ken Juster, the US Ambassador to India, my friend Pratt, other respected dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen in the audience and members of the media. It is indeed an extremely proud and privileged day for us here today that a vision that was set out, as has been explained by my colleagues a little earlier, more than a decade ago, has come to fruition. Further, in a span of just about 12 months, from groundbreaking to actually getting a finished product out, and that too with world-class acceptable qualities, I would argue is no mean achievement. So I think it is extremely significant and worth recognizing that we as a country have now matured and graduated to a stage where we can make most of the immense opportunity that the global aerospace industry has to offer to us. I'd again go back to the point that more than a decade ago, saw this opportunity, took the group to a point where we invested in the opportunity. And mind you, when we talk about aerospace and manufacturing in aerospace, it is the highest end of technology.